Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. So open your books. On page 345, problem number 10. Page 345, problem number 10. So hindi natin kukumpletohin yung pag-discuss dito ha. Sasabihin ko lang sa inyo kung ano ang gagawin. So yung problem number 10 ay may increase in quantity of the beginning process and the number of units transferred from department A, no, due to addition of water. So 12,000 ang nasa in process beginning plus 80,000 received from department A. So ang total units to account for ay 92,000. Nang dinagdagan ng tubig, nag-increase ang quantity by 5%. So 92,000, ang increase in units ay 4,600. So sa actual, 12,000 in process beginning, transferred in 80,000, increase in units, 5% of 92,000, 4,600. So total units to account for 96,600. Wala namang nawala, no? So completed and transferred, kung ang natira ay 10,000 units sa end ng processing, completed and transferred would be 86,600. Plus 10,000, total 96,600. Sa materials, ang information dito, materials are added at the start of the process. So alam nyo na mag-compute ng equivalent units sa production. Ano? Conversion cost naman, 40%. Yung 10,000 na in process at the end, 2/5. So the method to be used, nakalagay dyan, the company is using the weighted average method. Sa cost charged to the department, ang in process beginning ay 11,800. Ang transferred in ay 86,120. So, dyan sa libro ninyo, may nakalagay sa itaas nung 4 na figures. Ano? Sa itaas ng 86,120 ay added during the month. Nakalagay dyan. Oh, walang sumagot. May nakikinig ba? Oh, palitan yun, ha? So, yung 86,120 ay transferred in from Department A. Pagkatapos, yung added during the month, doon sa cost in Department B na yun. Ha? Cost in Department B added during the month. No? So, yung total ng 11,800 tsaka ng 86,120, to compute for the unit cost, you divide it by how many units?
96,000 po.
96,000 lang?
96,600.
May 600 ha? 96,600. Okay. And then, cost added during the month or cost added in Department B, you combine the cost of materials which were used to complete the in-process beginning plus the 21,835 to get the unit cost. Divide by the equivalent production. And then the conversion cost, ganun din. Add all the conversion costs dahil weighted average method yan. And then divide by the equivalent production. So kung may centavos o maraming decimal places to, you use at least 6 decimal places. Ano? And then sa amount naman, doon sa third section, cost accounted as follows, pwedeng i-round up nyo na to the nearest tens. Ha? Nearest ones pala, nearest ones. Okay, so alam niyo nang gagawin dyan, ha? Dahil weighted average lang yan. Punta tayo sa problem number 14. Assignment nyo yan para matuto naman kayong gumawa, ha? Yung ibang hindi pa nakakasunod. Problem number 14, page 347. The following were taken from the books of Michelle Company for the month of June 2019 pa rin ito. The company uses first in, first out in costing finished goods and goods sold. So, doon lang sa finished goods, yung first in, first out, ano, yung pagbinenta na. Sa cost of production report, ay average pa rin ang ginagamit kasi wala namang information as to the percentage of completion of the beginning work in process. So my beginning inventories, materials at finished goods, and then my transactions for the month of June. Ang requirement dito, journal entries to record about transactions, and then compute for the cost of completed units sa Department 1 at sa Department 2, and then cost of goods sold statement. So sa numbers 2 and 3, maggagawa din tayo ng cost of production report, no? Para hindi hula-hula kung magkano yung cost of completed units. So, transactions for the month, anong entry sa number 1? Purchase materials on account, perpetual inventory system. Debit what?
Materials po.
Materials po.
Okay, and then credit accounts payable. Number 2, materials are issued to Department 1 and Department 2. Entry, debit.
Work in process
Work
po.
in process po.
Okay,
Department.
paghiwalayin ha, para malinaw. Work in process, Department 1, 90,000. Debit work in process, Department 2, 112,500. And credit, materials. Total amount, 202,500. Next, payroll was paid, anong entry for the direct labor, debit,
Work in process po.
Work in
Department
process.
1.
Department 1, identify, ha? Identify, para paggawa mamaya na cost of production report, ay madaling tingnan, ha? Madaling ma-identify. So, debit work in process, Department 1, 64,800. Debit again, work in process, Department 2, 61,600. For the indirect labor, what do you debit?
Factory overhead control po.
Control po.
Factory overhead control, how much?
92,000 po.
Ay, naku, 92,000. 135 lang
9,000
yan. Oh. 135 lang yan. 64 plus 61, 125 na yon. Mahigit.
9,200 po.
9,200 lang. O, yung mga calculator nyo, ha? And credit, payroll, 135,600. Next, factory overhead was applied. Debit, work in process, Department 1, 59,400. Credit work in process, Department 2. Debit pala, sorry. Debit work in process, Department 2, 50,600. And credit, factory overhead applied for the total amount. Anong total?
110,000.
Okay, 110,000. O, ayusin ang debit at credit sa inyong entries, ha? Before we proceed, yung transferring ng amount from Department 1 to Department 2, we prepare the cost of production report for Department 1. Okay, quantity schedule is started. Department 1, nakalagay dyan ay
60,000 po.
60,000 units. Completed ay ilan? 45,000. Therefore, in process and
15,000 po.
15,000. Total 60,000. Equivalent units of production for materials if all materials are added at the beginning.
60,000.
60,000. For conversion costs, the in-process at the end ay 60% complete.
54,000 po.
Okay, 54,000. 45,000 plus 9,000. Cost charge to the department. Materials, magkano?
90,000 po.
90,000. Transaction number 2. Conversion costs. Total na yon. 3 and 4.
124,200 po.
Okay. Unit cost for materials.
1.5 po.
1.5. 90,000 divided by 60,000. Unit cost for conversion.
2.3 po.
2.3. So we have 3.80 for total unit cost. Total amount to account for 214,200. Cost accounted for as follows. Completed and transferred. Yung 45,000 units would have a total cost of
171,000 po.
okay, 171,000 multiplied by 3.8. In process end, we have materials 15,000 times unit cost of 1.5, and then conversion costs 9,000 equivalent units times 2.3. Total work in process in department 1 at the end of the period.
43,200.
Okay, total amount as accounted for. Balansyado ba? Balansyado?
Yes po.
Okay. So, entry number 5. To transfer the cost of completed units in Department 1 to Department 2. What is the entry?
Debit work in process department 2 po.
And
107,000.
then,
Credit po. Work in process department 1. 171,000 din po.
okay, that is correct. So, prepare the cost of production report for Department 2 para ma-determine yung cost of completed units. Okay, in Department 2, received. How many units?
45,000 po.
Okay, galing sa Department 1, 45,000. Completed and transferred, 40,000. Therefore, in process end ay
5,000.
5,000 units. No, total 45,000. Materials in both departments are added 100% at the beginning. So, ilan ang equivalent production for materials?
45,000.
45,000. For conversion costs, the in-process of 5,000 are 80% converted.
44,000 po.
Okay, 44,000. Cost charged to the department. O dahil may nilipat si Department 1 dyan, meron tayong transferred in from Department 1, 171,000. Unit cost is 3.80. No. Added in this department or added during the month, materials. Transaction number 2, magkano?
112,000.
500 divided by equivalent production of 45,000 unit cost for materials.
2.5 po.
Okay, next, conversion costs. Add 3 and 4. Transactions.
112,200 po.
Okay, 112,200 divided by 44,000. Oh, unit cost
2.55 po.
2.55. Total amount charged to Department B.
$8.55 po.
Ha? Ay, unit cost yun. Total unit cost. Ay, total amount. Cost to be accounted for. Total cost. 395,700. Tama? Okay. Cost accounted for as follows. Completed and transferred. 40,000 units times 8.85
354,000.
4,000.
Okay, in process end. Merong transferred in cost dahil galing yan sa Department A. So, 5,000 units and the ending inventory times 3.8 cost from Department 1. And then materials are added, 5,000 units times unit cost of 2.5. And then conversion cost applied, 4,000 units times 2.55. O magkano yung in process end sa
41,000.
Department B? 41,700. Total, balansyado ba?
Yes po.
Okay, 395,700. Entry number 6. Ano ang entry number 6 natin? To transfer the cost of completed units to the finished goods inventory. Entry.
Debit po, finished goods.
Okay.
354,000 po.
And
Credit.
credit.
Work in process, 354,000.
Department 2, ha? Department 2. Okay, next. Number 6, transaction sold 25,000 units at 400,000. Lagay natin dyan cash basis, ha? Cash basis para malinaw yung entry. The first in, first out method is used in costing the goods sold. So, ang unang ibibenta, yung nasa beginning inventory na 5,000 units with a total cost of 75,000. Kung 25,000 units lahat ng nabenta, the other 20,000 units would come from the current month's production with unit cost of 8.85. So, magkano yung cost ng 20,000 units na nabenta? Dalawang grupo ang paggagalingan ng nabenta kasi first in, first out, hindi averaging. The first 5,000 ay may cost na 75,000. The other 20,000, kasi 25,000 lahat ang nabenta, ay manggagaling sa current month's production with unit cost of 8.85. O magkano yung cost ng 20,000 units na yon na nabenta?
177,000.
Okay, magkano lahat ang cost of goods sold?
252,000.
252,000. Entry for number 6. Anong una? Debit? Cash basis yan.
Cash po,
Debit cash? 400,000. Credit sales? 400,000. Ano pa isang entry?
debit po, cost of goods sold, 252,000 po.
And credit? Finished
Finished.
goods? 252,000. No. Gawa muna tayo ng T-account para madali yung cost of goods sold statement. T-account niya yung materials inventory account, magkano yung ending balance. T-account din ang finished goods, magkano yung ending balance. T-account niyo muna. Yung inventory, materials inventory account, magkano ending balance. Finished goods inventory, magkano din yung ending balance. So, dalawa lang ang transactions for materials, 1 and 2. Isang transaction for, dalawa rin ang transaction for finished goods, 5 and 6. Magkano? Ending inventory, materials.
27,500.
Okay. Yung finished goods,
177,000 po.
okay, 177,000. Kasi ang na-produce o ang completed unit sa Department 2 ay 40,000 Ang nabenta out of current production ay 20,000 din. So ang natira ay 20,000 with unit cost of 8.85 kaya 177,000. Okay, cost of goods sold statement. Gawa na tayo ha. Kung hindi pa nalilimutan ang chapter 4. Chapter 4 ba yun o 5? Chapter 3. Okay, Michelle Company, cost of goods sold statement for the month of June 2019. Ano ang simula? Raw materials used. How do you compute raw materials used? Inventory beginning. Magkano?
50,000 po.
50,000. Add purchases.
180,000 po.
Okay, total materials available for use.
230,000.
230,000. O magsulat kayo ha. Huwag niyong anuhin. Huwag lang basta makikinig. Less inventory ending kasi walang indirect materials use. Ano? Less ending inventory. Magkano yung na-compute nyo kanina?
27,500.
Okay. Raw materials used. Dapat tatama yan doon sa number 2 ha. Transaction.
200 to 500 po.
202,500. Okay. Direct labor. Entry number 3.
126,400 po.
Okay, 126,400. Hindi sasama yung indirect, ha? Factory overhead applied. Entry number 4.
110,000 po.
Okay, total. Anong tawag sa total? Total manufacturing cost. No. Yan din yung total cost of goods put into process kasi walang work in process inventory beginning. O total manufacturing cost?
438,900.
Okay, dahil walang work in process beginning, less work in process end. Agad tayo. Magkano yung work in process end?
84,900 po.
Okay, yung dalawang departments ha, baka ang ikinuha nyo lang sa Department 2. Dapat yung dalawang departments. Department 1, 43,200 and Department 2, 41,700. So, 84,900. Cost of goods manufactured, kailangan tatama yan sa entry number 6. Minus 354,000. So, tama sa entry number 6 ha. Less add finished goods beginning sa inventory.
75,000.
75,000. Total goods available for sale.
429,000.
129.
Okay. Less finished goods end. Sa T-account ninyo, yung pinakompute ko.
177,000.
177,000.
Okay. Cost of goods sold. Dahil wala tayong information about the other factory overhead control accounts, hanggang doon lang tayo. Wala tayong over or under applied. No? Wala kasing iba information. So, cost of goods sold sa entry number 7, tama ba? Okay, 252,000. Okay, so hanggang dyan lang muna tayo. We discuss the rest of the multiple choice problems on Friday. No. Pero para mabilis, pag-aralan nyo na. Ha? Oh, ha? Tingnan ko nga. 136 pa lang naman. Doon tayo sa page 359. The last problem. The antipolo. The last problem tuloy. Page 359. The two problems. Ano? Inote ko na lang dito. 1, 8, 3, 8. Ay, 6 na pala ngayon. 22. Nakita? Summary company? So ito ay dalawang methods ang tinatanong. Ano? First in, first out, tsaka average costing. So summary company makes a single product into departments. The production data for department B are as follows. Units in process, 40% complete. Received from department 1, 30,000. So total units to account for, ilan? 34,000, no? Completed and transferred, 25,000 only. In process, 6,000. So ilan lang yun? 31,000. So ilan ang nawawala? Uy, ilan ang nawawala? Hindi na sumagot.
3,000 po.
3,000. 3,000. Now, materials are added at the start of the process normally occur during the early stages of the operation. So, quantity schedule tayo, work done for materials. Ano muna tayo? Anong gusto niyo? First in, first out o average costing? Average muna, no? Mas madali yun. Work done for materials. Materials are added at the start of the process. Ilan?
100% po.
Pareho. O ilan yun? Will you assign work done to the lost units? Meron bang percentage ang lost units?
Wala po.
Wala.
Wala. Kasi normal ang loss and then occur during the early stages of the operation. No. So normal naman. So wala nang lalagyan ng materials. So 31,000 for materials. How about conversion cost? Average. Average method ang gagawin natin. 60% complete, 60% of 6,000 ay 3,600. So ilan lahat ang equivalent production for conversion costs?
28,600.
600. Okay, unit cost. For materials, ilan lahat ang cost ng materials? Average yan. Pag average, anong gagawin? Pagsasamahin ang cost na in-apply sa in-process beginning at yung added during the month.
71,300.
Okay, and then divide by 31,000. So magkano?
2.3.
2.3.
2.3 lang. Tingnan ko nga. 38 plus 67,500 divided by 31,000. Okay, 2.3. Tama naman ako. 2.30, okay? And then, conversion costs, 1,940 plus 81,000. 82,940 divided by 28,600.
2.9.
2.9. Ano pa ang ibang cost? We have,
Preceding department po. Cost from preceding.
Materials are added. Okay, so 14,400 plus 97,200, magkano yun?
111,600.
Divided by 31,000. Okay, so unit cost 3.6. Tama? Ang tagal naman. Unit cost 3.6 ano? Tama?
Yes po.
Okay. O ang tinatanong, cost of the ending work in process inventory sa number 33. Ano daw ang cost ng 6,000 units? So we have 6,000 times 3.6 galing sa kabilang department. So magkano yun? 21,600. And then for material, 6,000 times 2.3.
13,800 po.
Okay, and then conversion costs, 3,600 times 2.9.
10,440.
Okay, ilan lahat ngayon ang cost ng ending inventory using average costing?
45,840 po.
Okay, so nandiyan naman sa choice ano, so tama tayo sa unit cost. Okay, first in, first out. Okay. First in, first out. So yung 4,000 units ay 40% complete lang as of the beginning of the period. Materials muna tayo. Maglalagay ba ng materials doon sa 4,000 units in process at the beginning?
Hindi na po.
Hindi po.
Hindi na, kasi materials are added at the start of the process. So pagdating sa kabilang department, may materials na yon, ano? Kung 25,000 lahat ang completed units, 4,000 ang nasa beginning inventory, ilan ang started and completed? O received and
21,000.
completed pala? 21,000. And then, in process end, yung 6,000 ba? Kompleto ba ng materials yon?
Yes.
Yes. So, total equivalent production for materials,
27.
27,000. Sa conversion cost naman, the 4,000 units are 40% complete. So, ilang pang i-apply?
60%.
Ilan pa? 60%. 60% of 4,000 ay 2,400. And then, 25,000 minus 4,000 ay 21,000 received and completed. That is 100%. And then 6,000 ay 60% complete. That is equivalent to 3,600. Total equivalent production,
27,000 po.
okay, 27,000 din. Unit cost. Unit cost. Pag first in, first out, hindi natin isasama ang receive from, ang beginning inventory cost na 14,400. Hindi isasama yan sa unit cost, no? Ano lang kukumputan natin ang unit cost? Yung receive from Department 1, yung tinransfer, yung 97,200 divided by how many units? 30,000 ang na-receive. Nawala yung 3,000. So, 97,200 ay divided by how many units? Hoy, Hoy, ano na?
30,000 po.
Bakit? Nawala nga yung 3,000.
27,000 po.
27,000 na lang. So, magkano yun?
3.6 po.
3.6. Pagdating sa materials, paano pag-compute ng unit cost sa materials, first in, first out?
67,500 po divided by 27,000 equals
Magkano? 2.5. And then conversion costs, 81,000 divided by 27,000. Ang tagal, ha? Laging hindi nyo isasama yung cost ng in-process beginning. Magkano yung cost ng in-process beginning? Total, 14,400 plus 3,800 plus 1,940. No, 20,140. Kanya lang yun sa in-process beginning lang. O, na-compute na natin ang unit cost. Una, 97,200 divided by 27,000 na lang kasi nawala na nga yung 3,000. So, 3.6. Material, 67,500 divided by 27,000 ay 2.5. And then, conversion costs, 81,000 divided by 27,000 also, 3. Total unit cost,
9.1.
9.10. Cost of the goods manufactured. Paano sa first in, first out? Una, in process, beginning. Cost last month, as of May 1, ang total cost niya ay 20,140. Ano ang idinagdag? Conversion cost lang, di ba? How many units? 2,400. Times 3, ilan?
7,200.
72. And then, ano pa? Yung 21,000 completed units with unit cost of how much? 9.1. Magkano lahat yon?
191,100.
Okay, 191,100. O, i-total natin lahat. Ang sa in-process beginning, 20,140 plus yung conversion cost na 2,400 units times 3, 7,200 plus yung cost ng receive and completed na 21,000 times 9.1, 191,100. Magkano ngayon yung cost of goods manufactured?
218,440.
218,440. O ano, nalilito ba sa first in, first out, tsaka sa average? Okay, so we continue next meeting, ha? Multiple choice. Yan ko na, ha? 2 minutes na lang naman. O, end na.